I'm at the Global Technology Summit and I have with me Ashutosh Chadha, who is a senior executive at Microsoft India. Welcome to WION, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How do you think Microsoft is enabling India to become future ready?
Well, I think we're doing a lot of things. One is we work with thousands of partners, nearly 14,000 plus partners over here who are actually innovating on tops of the platforms and the APIs and the artificial intelligence solutions that we have. And they're building solutions for India as well as for the globe. So we work with a lot of startups, we work with a lot of SaaS companies, and using our data centers and cloud infrastructure that we've established in India and globally, they're using all of those solutions to actually address current problems that India is addressing, whether it's in infrastructure, whether it's in telecom, whether it's in health, agriculture, across a wide spectrum of areas. And hence that's how we are sort of helping address some of the issues in the country.
All right. My second question to you is, how do you assess India's potential in the global tech ecosystem?
India has, from a situation where India was looked at as the back office to the world, where we had all the back office processing, we're now actually building solutions which you've heard the entire last couple of days, which we've been talking about, the digital public goods, right? The India stack, where we talk about Aadhaar, we talk about UPI, we talk about paperless, the DigiLocker concept. We are actually creating solutions on which other organizations are innovating and providing great services to citizens within the country. These are solutions which we can actually export. So when you really look at it as what's our role in the global tech ecosystem, I think we've now arrived to a situation where Indian tech players are actually now going to be able to, are not just going to be able to, but are actually providing solutions which can be used in all the parts of the world, whether it's Africa, Latin America, the developed markets, or the not so developed markets, the global south as we call it.
Okay, moving to the next question. After the pandemic, many companies have started to diversify their supply chains. Do you think India is a viable market?
Why not? We have the largest tech ecosystem tech developers in the world. We have an English-speaking population. We've seen in the last 8 years how our infrastructure is improved. We've seen also in the last 8 years or more how we've gone up the ease of doing business rankings, right? So all the necessary building blocks are being put in place. And when you look at supply chains, you need supply chains where you have good rules, you have good regulations, you have a justice system which works, and you have the infrastructure which supports this, as well as human capacity. I think we've got all of that and more. And not just that, we've got also the innovation which is coming out of here. So yes, why not?
Moving to the next question, or rather say coming to the last question. Microsoft has been coming up with various schemes and it has been taking various initiatives in collaboration with the Indian government. What are the future plans?
Okay. So I think our future plans are going to be to continue to work in India, which we are doing, to help as the Indian government is building out all its services, whether it's in the area of transport, power, energy utilities, or services in terms of health, agriculture, to see how we can enable partners to come up with solutions which can address these areas. So that's one definite area. The second area is, of course, where we are also looking at how do we make sure that we continue to upskill, right, the capacity within in the country. So when you look at all the graduates who are coming out, how do we make sure that they get the relevant skills, technical skills, so that they are able to contribute to the economy in a much positive manner? And finally, in the last piece that I would say, which is equally important, is how when we're working with the government, how do we make sure that all the innovation which is coming out of India, right, gets also exported and used globally? So those are the three areas that I would say, apart from many other areas that Microsoft is engaging in.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
for joining us on.
My pleasure. Thank you.